Good morning. Welcome to Keep This in Mind, brought to you by SpectHealth.com. I'm David A. Specht, and I'm early because I'm weird. Something weird happened today, and I just wanted to share it with you for a minute because I think being weird is really cool. So first off, if you know me, you know I'm not a morning person. So the fact that I, at 8:10 Central, am full of energy to this point should be a clue to you. About almost 4 weeks ago, my wife decided she was going to start a boot camp. And that boot camp starts at 7 a.m. And she would get up at 5:30 because she has a routine she wants to do before she heads out the door. Now, when she wakes up, I wake up. And so as she was resetting in her fitness, I was like, okay, what do I want to do? Because I'm not an exercise guy. I'm not a gym rat, even though I've been in the gym before. If you followed me for any length of time, you know that I go through these spurts of being in the gym. But she would wake up and then get up. And then about a half hour, 45 minutes later, I got tired of laying in the bed and I would get up. And then she would leave around 7 for her 7:30 class. And I'm there wondering, okay, what do I do? So what I did was I began to walk the neighborhood. And if you've watched any of the reels that I've done, you know that sometimes I get inspired on my walks and I share some information. But I started walking at the time she left. Now remember, she's leaving about 7:05-ish. I would take a walk. Then the waking up started happening earlier. She would wake up at 5:30. I would be out by 6. Well, today she woke up at 5:30 and I was already awake. Today she still left at 7:05 and I was already done with my walk. I had done my walk at 6:15. That's weird. A non-morning person, a non-exercise person, getting his walk in early. Now, let's break this down. Why did that happen? Well, number one, it happened because I made a decision. And that decision was, I'm going to do something with the time. I'm going to get up. I'm going to make my bed. I'm going to get ready. And I'm going to do something. Number two, I was intentional. Each and every day, I made that decision over and over and over again. If I was in another town, I would walk there. I would get up and I would do the routine. Number three, when a habit is developed, now the timeline comes down. Instead of avoiding it or thinking about it or making a decision or pondering it or analyzing it, you just do it. And that brings that timeline back. So I went from arguing in my head about getting up, arguing in my head about walking, arguing in my head about, do I really want to do this today? Arguing in my head about, is this the right environment? Is the weather right? Is my physical temperature right? You know, all the arguments. And I acted my way into a habit. And once the habit was formed, the body began looking forward to it instead of dreading it. So this morning when I got up at 5:30 and I looked outside and dawn was breaking and there was light out, I was excited that I was being able to redeem today, to get things done this morning to the place where I have done a considerable amount even before this live. So my question for you is, what are the things in life that would be weird to you? Maybe it's, making nutrition and health and fitness a priority. Maybe you've always been the non-healthy guy or non-healthy girl or non-healthy couple. Maybe you've always spent more than you made and wondered why you're up to your eyeballs in debt, and you've never done the weird thing of living within your means. Maybe weird for you is actually stepping out and creating that dream that you've been hiding in your heart, that business that you wanted to start, that thing that you wanted to create, that extra source of income that maybe you haven't chased. It's time for all of us to get a little weird, because this is what I know. Normal people are broke. Normal people are unhealthy. Normal people are anxious. Normal people see the world as less than, see the world as a place of scarcity, where weird people see abundance, opportunity, and a place that we can make impact. Come on, guys. Let's get weird. You will be glad you did.